Hey, thanks for tuning in and welcome to Keep On Dancin', the show that celebrates the rhythm, creativity, and talent right here in our community. Each week we shine a spotlight on local dance studios, instructors, artistic directors, and theater programs that bring the performing arts to life. We'll learn about their passions, their programs, and what makes their space a special place to grow and perform. Whether you're a parent looking for just that right dance class for your little one, a dancer yourself, an aspiring actor, or someone who simply loves the art of movement, you're in the right place. From hip hop to ballet, ballroom to line dancing, plus a taste of singing and acting, we cover it all. This program is sponsored by Dancingly Yours, your local source for leotards, tights, shoes, and more. Dressing dancers for 36 years, located on Route 10 in Plainville. They help keep our community moving so you can keep on dancing. Hey, thanks for tuning in and welcome to another edition of Keep On Dancin'. I'm your host, Marsha, and today we're stepping into the world of ballroom dance, where elegance meets energy and every step seems to tell a story. My guest today is a ballroom instructor who's been helping dancers of all ages shine on the dance floor. We'll talk about how she got started, what styles she teaches, and why ballroom continues to be in the hearts of so many people, whether it be social dancing or in competition. So let's cha-cha right over here, and let me introduce to you ballroom dance instructor extraordinaire, Wendy Nielsen. Hi, Wendy.
Thank you, Marsha. Hi.
Thanks so much for joining me today. We have so much to talk about, and ballroom is such an interesting subject because it's not your regular tap dance, ballet, jazz. It's a lot of expression, and it depends on who you have for an instructor and who your partner is, and how well you can get all that out of your system, so to speak. How did you get started?
Well, I always loved dancing. I grew up in Puerto Rico, even though I was born in New York, but I grew up in Puerto Rico, and they dance a lot there. My mother loved to dance. She was also an ice skating instructor, so I ice skated, and I did dance skating, where you have the foxtrots, the waltzes, and all that. So I was familiar with that kind of music and dancing. So after we came back to the States, we moved to Connecticut, and I wanted to be an artist. So I took some art courses, but my father was against that, so he didn't pay for my college, which I understand that now.
You had to dance your way through.
I had to dance my way. So yeah, I got even with him, became a dance teacher. Anyway, I was modeling to earn money, and I had to go see for a hand modeling job. And at the time, I was in my early 20s, they told me, your hands are too wrinkly. I'm like, fine. I was all depressed, so I'm walking around. I heard some merengue.
At 21, your hands are too wrinkly.
I know, imagine they can see it now. So I heard merengue music coming out from one of the offices in Bishop's Corner. And I thought, oh,
in West Hartford.
In West Hartford. And I thought, oh, I was so homesick for Puerto Rico at the time. So I walked over there, and a man came out, and he whisked me onto the dance floor, and we did merengue. And he says, wow, where'd you learn this? You're so good. I said to myself, learn? I mean, doesn't everyone know how to do this? So he said, you know what? Come back. We have a training class. We're training teachers, and we just finished. But you're good. You probably could do this. So I said, okay. I was footloose and fancy free. So I said, okay, I'll come back. I kept coming back, and so eventually they hired me to be an instructor, and they trained me. And they set me up with a dance partner, a professional partner. So we competed a lot, and we had coaching, and that's how it started.
So you no longer are affiliated with them. You have your own area now that you're yourself, Wendy's ballroom dance instructor, right?
Yeah, so I worked for Fred Astaire's, which was great training for ballroom. And for about 10 years I worked there. And then I went over to Arthur Murray's, and then I started training teachers and all that kind of thing. I also had students competing again. I also had a rhythm professional partner. I had a smooth professional partner. I had different professional partners. So I competed professionally for a long time. into what you would call old age, I guess, for a dance.
Did you bring home any awards?
Oh yeah. We did pretty well. We did, especially, in the regionals, we came in third once, which was really good because it was open to the world, in smooth. So I guess my forte, I guess, is in smooth dancing.
And what would that encompass? Is that the waltz?
Smooth, yeah. So waltz, foxtrot, tango, quick step, Viennese waltz, those kind, where you wear the long dress and you move. Okay.
You flow.
You flow around the floor. Yes. As a matter of fact, usually, and back in the old days, whoever moved the most won. So the training is to move.
Around the floor. Take as much area of the floor as you can, as many times as you can.
That's right. Like they'll have you practice, say, what they call a feather in 3, and try and get it from here to there in 6 steps.
Oh.
So you really have to bend and stretch your legs, right? Where in the rhythm dancing, it's the opposite. You're trying to move your body more.
And so give me an example of what a rhythm dancing.
So rhythm dancing, yeah, there's so many different genres. So rhythm dancing would be swing, cha-cha, rumba, bolero, and what's the other one? Mambo. So, and mambo's like salsa, but it's, they don't really dance mambo in clubs anymore. And then you have the nightclub division, which is kind of new in competitions for pro-am or amateur dancers, which I think is exciting because it's social dancing, and social, is different than competitive.
Oh, so they're not really professionals vying for that spot. They're just regular people like me, social dancing, that wants to go into competition. Yeah. Or not even competition, but just go out there and showcase.
Right. The competitions, if you're an amateur, there are some serious amateur competitions out there, but for the most part, if you're going with your teacher and your other fellow students, it's kind of just for fun.
Right.
So the nightclub division is the West Coast Swing, the Disco Hustle, nightclub two-step, which is, mostly wedding dances. You could do Paso Doble, but the social version, Argentine tango. So the social dances differ from the rhythm and ballroom in that the main objective is to connect with your partner. Mm-hmm. So it's all about that. It's not about how you look as much as your connection with your partner. So the ballroom's more about how you look to other people. And sometimes those dancers, and I have to say I was like that, when you're just working on your competition routines, you're just doing your steps by yourself pretty much. Uh-huh. So,
and your partner is just leading you along. It's just,
you're leading and following, but you don't have to be that great at leading and following because you know what's going to come.
Oh,
yeah. So if you're social dancing,
so it's already mapped out for you. You have a choreographed sequence, whereas in the social dancing, anything could happen. I mean, you have basics to go by, but you can interject your own feelings, your own movements. And,
and in the West Coast Swing, so I've gotten more into the social dancing lately. For instance, the West Coast Swing, they don't like to use this word, but the follower can hijack. So in other words, you don't have to follow exactly what he does. Sometimes he has to follow you. So if he throws you out and you decide to stay there and groove, he has to wait.
Oh, really?
Till you're done.
So the woman hijacks, right?
But they don't like you to say hijack. Oh. I don't know why they think that's a bad word. I kind of like it. But it's just part of the leading and following, the give and take, the conversation that you're having, with your body.
It's intriguing and fun.
Yeah.
And it's healthy too, because you're really using your body a lot. You're breathing, and it's just, I don't know. I just saw a newscast somewhere. It was a little while ago. How beneficial dancing is to you. It's better than exercise. It's better than just reading or thinking. Dancing
crossword puzzles
works with your brain because now you've got to connect the movements with the rest of your body, your feet, your arms. Mm-hmm. It's just, I can't explain how dance is so healthy for you. And I think that's with the ballroom, that's a big part of it because you're moving so much.
Right. Yeah. So I find it's hard to think and move at the same time.
Well, you're doing it very well.
Yeah. So I always tell my students that, I also teach line dancing, which is, I got into that by accident because I knew that a line dance teacher who passed away, unfortunately, and they had no one to teach the class. I said, "Can you do it?" I said, "Yeah, I think I could figure this out," because it seemed pretty easy to me.
It's just
I can learn a line dance, in 5 minutes or 5 seconds, And so, but that's good exercise too.
Sure.
And you have to, there's so many line dances. I have to keep learning a new one like every week.
Yeah, there are so many different line dance combinations, and they go to specific songs. How would you know which ones to put to which one? I mean, let's say you have one specific song and there's one dance to it. Can somebody come in and infiltrate it and make a new dance for that song? Is that
yes,
okay?
As a matter of fact, with line dancing, there's at least 5 different dances per song. Okay. So if you look on, say, the Copper Knob website or something, they have all the different dances that someone choreographed for a particular song. And so what I do with my beginner classes, I'll just pick an easy one, an easy version. That's fun and easy. But they're still hard to remember all of them because there's millions of them.
Yeah, that's crazy. So where do you teach out of? I mean, I know you say you don't have one specific location. You teach out of several.
Right.
Do you want to share that with our audience?
Yeah, some of them are secret, but
well, then don't share those.
I'm just kidding. No. I teach mainly at the Garage Dance Studio now in New Britain. I rent the space, and I teach in some community centers, like the Newington Community Center, and in some of the churches I've taught out of.
The church halls?
Church halls, yeah, those are great. So that's pretty much what I do. Sometimes I'll have to go to another independent studio and rent space there.
Do you ever go to a person's house?
I have, but not lately. I have definitely done that, yes. Yeah.
Well, now, Dancing Lears is opening up a nice little spot.
I know, I'm so excited.
Well, maybe you could do some, I don't know, some one-on-one dance instructions with whoever it is that you haven't got space somewhere else. Come and see me.
This is great. I know a lot of independent dance teachers that would want to do that. It's so hard to find a place to teach out of. As a matter of fact, a lot of us are stuck in the garage and we have to sort of just this morning, I was texting the group, what's going on Saturday? And there's always something happening,
So you have to kind of share the floor with another instructor sometimes?
And that's fine, sharing the floor, because at the franchise studios, you could have 10 lessons going on at a time. And we're used to that, and it's all good. But it's just finding a place, A lot of places closed during COVID and never opened up again.
So do you teach both singles and couples? And what age group, what age do you start at? Do you teach little kids? Do parents come in and say, can you, get my daughter into ballroom? She'd really like it, or my son, and want to give him a little,
It's happened. Mostly when I was at the franchise studios, I taught little kids. I've also taught in just about every school in this area. I used to teach at New Britain High School. For 18 years, I taught there. I taught during school, and that's when they had grants, a lot of grants, which they don't have much anymore. So they would get credit for that course. They just had to perform at the end of the year. And also, we had a big grant that was called the Interdistrict Dance Event. It was great. I mean, all the schools were involved. We had competitions with the high school kids, and it was so good for them. For social reasons, social interaction. It really taught them a lot, and they had a great time.
So you don't do that anymore?
No, that ship has sailed. Yeah, I miss that. I miss working with kids, and mostly now I teach adults. So
you teach both male and female, and you're able to assume the male role when you're teaching a female, which I think is very difficult to do.
Yeah, well,
it's backwards.
When you've been doing it for so long, I actually probably do the man's part, the leader, I should say, because you can be a woman mostly these days.
Because sure,
I have private lessons with females,
right?
And I do everything.
They haven't got a partner to dance with, so they can't bring someone, so they need you, and that's okay too. is it awkward for a female to come and dance with another female?
No, not at
not
all.
having a partner. So if they're going to go out in the dance world, who are they going to dance with? If they're going to a wedding or something, do you think anybody would dance as well as they are?
Oh, so like if you become too good.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah.
But if you're that good, what you can do is just dance around the guy.
Just let them stand there, and you can lead them.
I once went to a senior dance. They hired me at a senior center in West Hartford, and there was a man who could hardly stand up. He was kind of, the band was playing. I just literally danced around him. I had a great time. So did he. So you learn those kind of skills from dancing,
Sure.
how to make the most of it, because
Sure.
yeah, even if the guy's not that great. And same thing with the man. Like if you're a leader, you don't want to do all your fancy moves with Aunt Rose or something,
Yeah.
You take it easy and
Yeah. How do you prepare some of the dancers mentally and physically for competition?
Yeah.
So you said you do teach them for competition. So
Yes.
how do you do that? Are they almost as pro as you? Or-
I've had students who are really, really good. I really don't teach that caliber of student anymore that's serious, because I mostly teach social dancing. But I do have, my social dance students do go to competitions still. And when we were very serious about it, they would have to come in almost every day to rehearse. And, also they should work out. You need to stay fit. You need to warm up a lot before going out on the floor. There's different things when you're really serious. Now, what we do is we just go, let's go have fun, And
Right.
the girls love putting on the makeup, and the guys, dressing up. And
Yeah.
it's just, now that's how we prepare. We just say, do the best you can, and that's going to be good for me. Like, I don't care if you lose, come in last place. So we just try and have fun. But with the serious competitors, it's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. Where are some of the competitions? Where do they hold them? They hold them in Connecticut?
Yeah, there's lots of competitions. And, the franchise studios, Fred Astaire and Arthur Murray, have their own competitions in different hotels around the state. And anyone can go watch. But I go to independent ones now, of course, and there are some amazing competitions around here. For instance, in Stamford, they have a lot of them in Stamford, where all New York, New Jersey comes. So you have some really amazing dancers, and they're glamorous.
What would be the name of this competition?
There's one of the owners, some of the owners have two. One's called Paragon, then the other one's Constitution State. There might be another one. I can't think of the names right now, but they're in the Stamford Marriott, the Marriott Hotel in Stamford. So I like to go to those. They're so fancy. I mean, when you walk in there, it's like you're like in a palace. It's incredible looking, beautiful. And then they have another independent one I go to is in Springfield, which is called Dancing a la carte. And my first coach and another coach, they started it, and now someone else runs it. And that's a more it's a little smaller, more relaxed and fun competition. And it's nearby, so anyone can enter that, but you have to have an NDCA number in order to compete. And it used to be only for the pros. Now the students have an NDCA number where they keep track of your points and what you do, and I think it's really fun.
National Dance
Council of America.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And they keep track of your points?
Yeah.
For what reason? Through each competition, and they add them up?
Yeah, I guess so. Yes, I guess that's how they do it. Some people compete like every week, so they have a lot of points. I'm not even into that anymore. I don't care. But I think it's exciting that they actually, that you're relevant in the dance world now.
Right.
The NDCA overlooks all the standards and all that kind of thing. That's the governing body of, and not just ballroom. I think ballet, tap, jazz, and all that too.
Yeah. No, I'm not aware of that. at all. Ballet, tap dance. When they go to their competitions, I'm not sure if they keep track of any kind of point system from competition to competition.
That would be crazy, though, in those ballet competitions. So many people.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many kids in one class. You know?
Right? Yes,
and it really is all about how uniform everyone is, and are you in sync in every step and everything like that. But we don't get there. But I do have some clips that I think that everybody will be interested in seeing. They're kind of fun. They're Wendy teaching and dancing with her students and showing her how she goes about teaching a private versus a group lesson. So let's just take a look at that.
5, 6, ready, go. Slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, and slow. Down and up, underarm turn, back half reach, underarm turn, draw heavy, bow and arrow, point, and over to the other side. Let's do basic here, a 1,
So Wendy, in one of those clips, you were teaching line dancing.
Yeah.
So, and I noticed it was outside. Where was that?
That was in Newington. So I teach line dancing at the Newington Park Community Center. And they have an event outside every summer. I think it's called Newington Goes Country or something.
Oh.
So they asked me to teach outside in the mud. No, it's fun. We have a lot of fun at there. And line dancing, again, that's becoming popular again. So who knew? I also teach another class at the garage on line dancing. So line dancing's become popular. I never thought I'd become a line dance teacher, but I'm starting to like it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Well, it's kind of like, I don't know, a lot of people, when they think of line dancing, they think of country, Western only, and it really isn't.
No.
There's modern line dancing now. You know, I mean, the hustle, not the hustle that you do, but the hustle line dance, that, and I don't, what came out? The Macarena, that was a line dance.
Yeah, the tush push is big again. It came back. But yeah, there's a lot of country stuff, but there's also whatever you hear on the radio, you know, flower, anything you can dance to. As a matter of fact, on Halloween, what we did is we took our country line dancers or whatever line dances we were doing, and we put them to Halloween music because it's 4/4 time. Everything goes to everything unless it's a waltz. So.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's We've covered a lot of information, and I think it's time to take that one last spin around the dance floor. Is there anything that you want to add or let the public know? How can they get in touch with you?
Oh, yeah. Well, probably the easiest way is if you're on Facebook, you can go to Wendy's Ballroom Dance page. And all my information's there, my classes, my parties. I have socials twice a month where you can come and practice and meet people. That's the other thing about ballroom. It's great for social.
Can you come by yourself if you don't have a partner?
Oh, you can always come by yourself. There's always partners. My last dance was last weekend. I had more leaders than followers, and they were all really good. And you know, you don't have to be experienced either. They'll help you. You know, they'll say this is, you know, and I play every genre of music and line dancing too at these parties. So yeah, Wendy's Ballroom Dance page on Facebook, and it's also connected to my Instagram page, which is called Ballroom Wendy. So yeah, and that's probably the easiest way to do it, because at the Garage Dance Studio, they have a lot of things going on and you might not get through, but you could try that. Yeah, that's the best way, I would say.
That's wonderful. Well, I hope everybody's enjoyed this segment of ballroom dancing. I know I've learned a lot from Wendy, and I think I want to go down to the garage and check that out.
I want to go to your place and check it out.
Oh, please do. Please do. Well, let me just add one more thing. Thank you so much, Wendy. We appreciate this. And just let me add that, you know, Dancing Leaders, I need to put this in here. Dancing Leaders has been dressing dancers for 36 years. We have leotards, tights, and especially ballroom shoes. I carry ballroom shoes.
That's
and
right.
Wendy,
I get them twice a year from her at least.
Yeah.
And I send my students.
Well, you know, before we end, I have this really silly story to tell you about what Wendy did to me when she first bought ballroom shoes. Here's this ballroom teacher coming in to me, and she wants to buy these ballroom shoes. And so I sell her a pair. And she comes back about a week later. She goes, these just aren't working for me. They're not comfortable. But I looked at the shoes, and she cut the whole tip off of the shoe so that her toes could be on the floor. And I'm like, Wendy, what am I going to do with these? I don't know, but I really can't wear them. And I said, all right, you know, I'll do a deal. You send your students to me, I'll give you a new pair of shoes. I took them back.
So sorry. I don't know what made me think. I thought that maybe the manufacturer would just, you know, call it a loss. And I feel so bad about that. But then, you know, we became pretty good friends. And I send everybody over there.
And I thank you very much
because
for that.
Thanks for being there. It's the only place you can really go locally to get them, unless you go to a competition.
Yeah. Well, I sell more of the social dance shoe, not the competition shoe. You know, I mean, I could get them, but it would take craziness. So if you're at a competition, you can try those shoes on, then to do it. But for, you know, if you would need an 1.5
for
shoe,
every day.
Just something a little, you know, that's going to keep your foot in place, you know, keep the toes in so you're not sliding out. That's basically what and men's ballroom shoes as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, hey, thanks for watching. And I hope you tune in again. And I'm Marsha, and reminding you to keep on dancing. Step into our store and discover a stunning array of dancewear. Introducing Dancingly Yours, your one-stop shop for all things dance and delight for ages 2 to 92. From tiny tutus to energetic tap shoes, our store is a treasure trove of dance essentials. At Dancingly Yours, we offer an extensive collection of dancewear and accessories that cater to all styles and levels. We carry top brands and the latest fashion trends. From ballet to hip-hop, lyrical to jazz, ballroom to liturgical, as well as gymnastics, you'll find the best selection right here at Dancingly Yours. But we're not just a store. We're a community that celebrates the joy of dance. Our expert team is passionate about dance, just like you. So we're here to assist you in finding the perfect fit. And the best part, Dancingly Yours offers competitive pricing in-store and online. Dancingly Yours, easy to get to, and worth the trip from anywhere, right on Route 10 in Plainville.